So, today is June 12th, 2025, in the year of our Lord Mario. And today is a week since the Switch 2 came out. Now, if you've been watching my channel, which I don't think you have, since I'm pretty sure that video still has no views, but I got my Switch 2, and I gave my first impressions, and I very much enjoyed what I was presented with. The box was nice and big, the console was heavy, the screen was beautiful, and with that, I ended my video. So now, how has I been experiencing the Switch since then? Well, it's been going really good. I got the Switch 2 bundle with Mario Kart, and I've been playing some Mario Kart, and that is a very fun game. I think it's a great launch title. Online is online. I didn't know how people could learn the maneuvers of Mario Kart so quickly. It was like I literally started playing on June 6th online, I'm pretty sure. So it's like that's literally a day afterwards that game came out, you know, and there's already pros. Where I played all night and shit. Goddamn sweats. Anyways, I bought the upgrade packs for Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, because Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild are like equally my favorite Switch games. Overall, I just love those games. That are Luigi's Mansion 3. Those amazing games right there. And so I got that, and holy shit, it is so smooth. One issue I had with Tears of the Kingdom was that it was really pushing the Switch to its limit, you know, and it's like it was choppy, it was like 30 frames a second, it was rough, like it was fucked, you know. So it was nice to see this upgraded visuals with the Switch 2. Now, let's talk about Mario Kart, the launch title. That game was really fun. I've been enjoying that game in, honestly, free roam mostly. None of my friends got a Switch 2 because none of my friends cared enough, and also none of my friends are virgins, so there's another reason for that. So they didn't spend the 800 Canadian on a Switch 2, but I did, and I just played free roam a lot. Even though it's like, oh, it's meant to play with friends and stuff, like I don't see how you should play that with friends. That's pretty bare bone for friends, but by yourself, it's a great like little chill thing just to drive around with, and I thought I had a suspicion I was gonna enjoy it, and now I'm really enjoying it, because my suspicion was I was gonna enjoy it because I played Mario Kart 8 a lot on my Switch. I was like, this is a pretty fun racing game. That was like the only racing game I actually played, so they made an open world version of the only racing game I played. I was probably gonna play it, and I even bought the fake wheel as an accessory. For some reason, I did. I guess I wanted it. I don't know. I have it now, but I used that. It was fine. I bought, as games extra, I ordered a Pro Controller, Hitman, and this, I'm guessing, the only other game people care about for the Switch 2, Cyberpunk. I had to get Cyberpunk, and wow. Cyberpunk on Switch 2 is insane. Like, I understand people be like, we've had it on the Steam Deck since like 2022, so shut your bitch ass up, pussy lips. I don't want to have a Steam Deck if I have a computer in front of me. The only portable I have is Nintendo. If I had a Steam Deck, what would I do with my Nintendo? It'd just be there, and now it'd be useless, so I'm just gonna stick with my portability with Nintendo, and it just runs so well, and it's so impressive to see that on the console, and it's really funny because I was playing Witcher 3 before that, and that is also made by CD Projekt, and that on Switch looks fucking disgusting. That looks ugly as shit, but this game looks really nice, and it's on the same platform and made by the same people, so it's like, kind of wish they went in there and updated The Witcher 3, but anyways, I guess time will tell. I'm very excited for the new Donkey Kong game. I pre-ordered that. I'm very excited. We're gonna get that in July. It looks very good. I saw a video, and that got me thinking about what will be the holiday title for the Switch. And literally the next day, they announced the Splatoon spin-off, and now I have a sneaking suspicion that that's gonna be it, because Splatoon has been getting, story-wise, better and better over time, and it's very impressive what they've done story-wise, especially in their DLCs and stuff. Anyways, so the Switch 2 itself is a much bigger screen than the Switch OLED. It has, a lot of you know, it's all black with some red and blue undertones and secondary colors. I don't know. It's just under the joystick is red and under the joystick is blue. You get what I mean. But it's magnetic now. Before it was a slide-on thing for the Joy-Cons, which was very annoying because it would slide off when you would use the magnets so much, or sorry, the slide feature so much, and it was very annoying because it was like, oh, reconnect your controls. Like, fuck you. So now it's really nice to have magnets, and I really like it was a very niche thing personally. It was like the buttons on when you pull the Joy-Con to the side of the Switch 1, and you have little buttons. If you don't have the little grip or the little strap on they give you after they peg you with their prices, if you don't put that on the Joy-Con, the little buttons that are like on the trigger buttons, but for the side Joy-Con, they're very small and like little peanut buttons. But now they're much bigger on these ones. It's much more clickable and much easier to click. It's a very nice feature. So, with that, I would say that the Switch 2 is, personally, I'm glad with my purchase. I'm glad I'm upgrading my Switch. My original issues with my Switch was there wasn't that many like games that I usually play shooter games and like pretty expensive on the computer shooter games like Helldivers, I'd say, Cyberpunk, Witcher, we would say Division 2, and all that stuff would not be playable on Switch. And if they would be, it would look horrendous. And I was like, this looks like shit, and I just don't want to play that. And now there's a Switch 2, and the Switch 2 is now basically a PS4 Pro in my hands, and that's really nice. So I'm really excited for these games. Like, for example, Final Fantasy VII Remake is going to be coming out. I'm very excited to play that one again on the Switch. And the new Donkey Kong looks amazing. So, you know, I'm very hopeful for this console's future, you know. It's so slick, you know. It's so thin, but it's also, they were smarter. They just made it larger so that there was a bigger screen, better resolution. It's just a smarter decision. It's a really good console. Anyways, I'm out here. I'm gonna think about maybe getting Dune Awakening. But yeah, have a good one.